Okay, so the story, as the person said, the husband does not find her as his dream woman anymore, and it's really heartbreaking to hear that someone that you were once in love with um, suddenly found their own dream person, someone that they feel that they gel together. We have been seeing this kind of a thing. Um, but when it's the woman that says that they will back them. So I'm just gonna read, and so that we can end quickly, so it can be it's easier for people to listen to. So the story says, 6 years into our marriage, my husband found the woman of his dream. Those were his words, and she was not me. We had 3 children then, two by me and another from his university days. So the man already had a child when he was in the university. I see. Is there? Okay. Found So he had a child before he met this woman. So so they got married and they have 2 children together, so making it 3 together. Okay, I claim all the children and love mine as mine. Mm. When I found out about the other woman, I did everything I could to get him to stop destroying our family. I was livid. I urged, I cried, I begged. I listened to counselors and who practically told me I was responsible for my husband's actions. This is another thing. When a marriage is crashing or there's an issue, people will start blaming the woman. They will say, "Oh, maybe there's something you're not giving him. That's why he's facing outside. There's something that woman outside is giving him that you're not giving him." I believe that it's not everything you can give a man. If the piece you're giving me is not what he wants, you will go and seek for someone who has drama out there. So it's not everything you can give a man. Oh my God, I'm having a call. Okay, I'll just quickly end. Okay, so I found out. Okay, I think I've read that. I begged him and I told him I listened to counselor who practically told me I was responsible for my husband's action. I finally began to accept reality that she was with him. He wanted her, and I had to share him. You see the danger of accepting bad behavior and disrespect from people is that they begin to feel entitled to disrespecting you. So once I accepted his infidelity, he gave me other things to accept. He began distance and put his concubine over me again and again. For 2 years, I lived the miserable life of a broken wife. It took my then 17-year-old daughter, my husband's first child, who held my hand before leaving for university and said, if you are not married, you won't die. You don't even smile anymore, to bring me back to school. It was hard, but I left the marriage. One thing about my ex-husband is that he will always take care of his children financially. I was awarded our matrimonial home without contest, and one of our businesses became mine too. It's been almost a decade since concubine became wife. I have moved on, not remarried but still thriving. I have moved up at my job to top management, and my business is thriving. My 2 oldest are out of the house. My last born is 16 and preparing to leave the nest in a couple of years. My daughter brought to my attention this past year that their father is in love again, and not with his wife. Is a much younger woman in our neighborhood. Apparently, he tells his wife he's coming over to spend time overnight with our last born, and instead he spent a few hours with his child and goes to his side chick. My daughter were embarrassed by his behavior and wanted me to talk to him about it. His concubine cannot be more than 3 years older than our first child, but I told them there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Their father's wife is aware of his penchant for straying from his marriage and approve of it. Yesterday, on Sunday, the 18th of August, the woman who bravely stayed and helped my ex destroy our marriage was in my living room, bitterly complaining about how my daughters knew about their fathers using his time with them to cheat on her and never told her. I told her not to blame them. They told me and I advised them to mind their business because cheating was okay with their father and his wife. I am not one to laugh at others' misfortune, but let me tell you, sometimes the Lord's judgment finds us while we are yet alive. It's a bit long. I'm going to narrate it again. So what happened is, the husband had a child, a baby girl before they got married. She accepted her, they got married, they had 2 other children, making it 3. So she treated them the same way, she treated them well. So the husband started to misbehave and then have a side chick. After trying making so many efforts to make him come back and realize that what he's doing is wrong, it did not work. She tried counseling, begging, she tried everything, but no, it did not work. Even some people were blaming her that for your husband to go outside, then that means there's something you're doing wrong, that the failure of your marriage is yourself. Later, she didn't have any other choice than to accept the woman, the man to continue doing his mess with the woman until when they finally divorced. Then she did not remarry. She concentrated on her own life, and things were going on well for her. At their first child, which is the guy's first child from the university, then people knew that the woman wasn't happy anymore, but she reminded him that you won't die if you're not a married person. She knows that their dad isn't a nice person, and years later, their father, who later married a concubine, then later the father is no longer staying with the concubine anymore. He has found another younger lady to be dating. See, the concubine that turned wife is now coming to telling first wife that your children know who their father is dating, and they did not come and tell me. It's not their fault. And I like the response he gave, that he told them to mind their business because cheating was okay by their father and his wife. Because when you know that this man was married then, but you were dating him, you don't care if he divorced his wife, if he ends marriage and marry you. So you enjoy the time. Right now, the man has turned the table around again. The same thing you allow him to do to your fellow woman, he's doing it to another woman. So it's your own time to also feel the pain. You know, it's not good to mock people that are in pain, but sometimes some people are the ones who inflict those pains you went through. So when they are going through their own pains, it's not everyone that you can actually help, because some people only need a strength to bite you. So sometimes you need to watch them. Let's look at the way they are also going through that pain. How were they feeling? Were they feeling like you will say to yourself that, oh my God, I was once there. So they will be fine. They will be fine. If you did it with an intention, so when your own karma comes, don't come asking to help you. Some, I quite understand that they could now start saying, yeah, this is what I was going to do, become friends. But you know what? Very few will do. This woman, even if he tries to bring the husband back, she might turn back again to not even make the man face children. So I believe that if she can fix the marriage with the man to marry her, then she should try and do something about it. So that's it for me on this. I really don't want it to be too long. I want people to be able to would I say to be able to listen to it and also drop their opinion. I didn't want to start recording. I will be doing this short story time from time to time. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section when you listen to this. Yeah, that's it. Let me know, do you think the woman should be rejoicing, the first wife should be rejoicing for not the fact that the second wife is now going through what she went through? Serves are right. Yeah, he says that right. Also, do you think the man is still going to change? So shameful. I'm just gonna read because when I discussed it in another place, someone said that it's so shameful. She can come to you to complain now that it's our turn to reap what she sowed. Yes, it's our turn to reap what she sowed, and she's not finding it funny. You know, God is not asleep, and the nonsense that man thinks is enjoying life, that is enjoying right now. When the life turns around, when things start turning slow in his life, he will remember his first wife. Another thing that some men do, they will know these things. So when they are now feeling sick and their concubines has run off, or they don't have money anymore, do you know what they do? They will come back to the first wife. They will come back to the first wife and start apologizing, and the first wife will start nursing them till their last day. So what is the point? Some of these men know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. So when the time comes for them to also reap part of what they've done, I really don't believe that every one of them should. I really don't believe that every one of them should be given that a pardon thing. Forgive them, but you know what? I don't want to be part of your sorrow. If you're going through pains, all well and good, ask for God for forgiveness. God can bring someone out to help you. Don't let me be the one to suffer to it till your ending. Because if he finally end his life, if his life finally ends, his family are still going to come after you. They won't say, oh, you forgive, he left you for years, blah, blah, blah. They will still find something to say about you, because I've seen a story where this woman has left for 10 years, 10 good years. The man came back to apologize. 6 months later, she found out that the man was actually ill, that he's been, hiding some of these things from. He's been hiding the sickness from his previous relationship. So they carry on nursing this man, taking him from one place to the other until when he finally passed. Now, look at his family. They know that this woman just got back. They were still blaming her for not retaining a lot of things from him. That why did you allow him to waste money? That maybe she still has some of the man's money. Knowing that this man has been sick, they've been taking around for treatment. They were still asking this woman for money. So I really don't blame those who decide that, I've forgiven you, but you can carry on with your life somewhere else, not with me, with someone else, not with me. Because once you're with them, you're gonna partake of their shenanigans, all these baggages that they have left, that all they brought up. So shameful. Some men and fathers don't grow. There's nothing you can do. Let's access what you went through. Life is a journey. She's also regretting what she did. Continue with your job and business. My advice: just continue with your job and business, because you went through that pain. It's her own turn to go through it. Just don't mock her. But in fact, just pray for her. God will give you strength to pull through. If you are able to pull through that, he comes back home, fine. If you are able to not be able to pull through, but your life is fine. She will learn a lesson. She can advise other people. Else, she will also be advising her own children to snatch other people's husband. Life is a journey. You are going through your own journey. In the process, she's come to disrupt it. She's going through her own journey. You can't help her to shape her journey to join yours. And another advice I have is stop her from coming to your house before she comes to something else that you won't be able to be to control. Yeah. That's it, my guys. It's 25 minutes and I want to stop it there. Thank you, Seth Life. Thank you, Any Steph. And thank you, Humble Girl, that was here earlier. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. I didn't remember to turn on the ads, but it's okay. I hope people will watch this. Bye-bye.